Okay guys, I'm sorry about that. It's a pain in the butt to get things done all at one time, but I'm here, I'm ready to go again. We're going to start part 2 now of this chapter. Hopefully we can get through this quickly. So if you recall, we left off here on this lovely little part of the game. This is an origin story. We're going to basically find out how Terra came to be. So now, I know I didn't make mention of this in the other game or in the other video, but we had a discussion question, and I want to cover it while I'm something's coming through the gate. I wanted to cover it here while I still had it on my mind, and that is Sid. The question flat out is, what do you think of Sid? Now, in this particular game, Sid is an engineer, as always, for the Gastalian Empire. He helps create the Magitech research facility, as well as... crap on my phone. I'm gonna wipe off the smudges and all that. Sorry. But he builds the Magitech stuff. He does the infusion with the Espers, that sort of thing. And you know, you would think, you know, I believe I can't remember if somewhere in the game, I think pretty much puts it best. I think it was earlier in the Sabin scenario from Chapter 2, was that the Empire may be evil, but not all of its citizens are. And Sid is a pretty perfect example of that. He's not really fully aware that his innovations and creations are being used primarily for this evil purpose. So, as far as Sid goes in this game, I think he's he realizes, as we saw towards the end of that, the first part of this here, is that he realizes, well, crap, I've been had, I've been used, and he wants to make it right. Now we're going to see more of Sid later on in the game, especially once the second half starts. There's a big scene with him and Celeste in the second half of the game when it first gets going. And as he said, he other than helping with his technological innovations, he also helped raise Celeste. And that kind of comes back into play later on. The two of them are talking to each other, and she asks if it's okay if she refers to him as Granddad. So, I think Sid is a good guy. Deep down, he's just been misguided and lied to by the Empire and Kefka, especially, to get what they want, essentially. So, and again, if you want to join in on the discussion, whether it's here in the Twitch room, or if you're out on the forums and you've played through this part, or if you're watching out on YouTube, you can join in on the discussion in the comments section, especially Red Wolf if you're watching. Yeah, we had Red Wolf in here earlier, but he was having technical difficulties, so I think he's just gonna try to watch the YouTube channel. again, I apologize if we haven't gotten a new episode out of My Bride is Abridged yet, but at the moment we're kind of putting things on the back burner for a little bit. We want to try to... We're going to start planning here soon, but at the same time we also want to get some better equipment. I guess a few people were not overly thrilled with the idea of, I believe one person called it the tin can telephone type of sound. Obviously referring to, you know, as we've all seen as kids, you know, the telephone where you tie two tin cans together with a string and you talk to each other through it. They think the sound sucks, so therefore we're going to improve. And I promise you, we will. We can only get better from here. But I also want to make note that for the criticisms we've gotten about the sound and everything, keep in mind Team 4-Star was not perfect when they first started out as well. So you have every right to criticize us, yes, but at the same time, keep in mind even the best of the best had to start somewhere at the bottom. And now they started from the bottom, now they're there. So, and I'm sure if Team 4-Star sees this, I'm sure you guys would agree. I think those guys would be fun to work with or for, or just be friends with. They seem like a lot of fun. So, okay, here you go. This is another one of the... This scene right here contains one of the other humorous jokes. I don't know why people find it funny, but they refer to this as Insta-Baby. And you're going to see why in a moment. So to basically, you know, kind of catch you up on what's been going on in this scene. This is a flashback involving Terra's father, the Esper Madouin, who we just rescued, well, kind of rescued since he's now Magicite, from the Magitech research facility. This is the story of how he met Terra's mother, the human woman named Madeline. She somehow got lost in the middle of a forest and somehow found her way into the Esper World. She was very weak and tired and ill, so he brought her along with to help put her into a bed so that she could rest and heal up. And she tried to return to the human world, and he went to stop her, so now we're here. And this is why it's called Insta-Baby, right here. Fly up, two little sparkles float down, and then... bam! Insta-Baby. Hashtag Insta-Baby. I'm sure it's already trending. There you go. Straight from my own Twitch account. Hashtag Instababy. So now we're still in this flashback, but it's about 2 years later. And now we have the Empire invading. Old Man Gestal. So everything's okay in this particular moment until you get to here. And Wolf Boy decides he's going to raise a fuss, claiming that Terra's mom, Madonna, is the reason why Gestal and the other humans managed to make it through. As if she sold them out. Notice she took the baby with her. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Now, in the Game Boy Advance versions, they rewrote the. This was one of the scenes they did some rewriting to, and instead of Madonna saying, "Please take care of my baby," she was actively fighting against the Emperor, saying, "No, don't take my baby." So that's essentially Terra's backstory. By all means, take a turn at the wheel. Operating instructions. So now we've finally gotten to a point where we can fly just about anywhere we want. We don't really need anything special. Okay, so this time they've actually been waiting for us to return. Good. Narshi is our friends. Your plan would combine Narshi's money with Figaro's machinery to storm the Empire. Not enough manpower, though. We have to open the sealed gate. Alright, so we've gotten that. Alright, so now that we're still here, okay, dude, you can get the hell out of my way. I can't remember if this is how you trigger it in the first half of the game. We'll find out. That little bitch. Yes, we are. Alright, we're gonna let this... Yep, there we go. Yeah, at this point it'd be overkill. Well, any attack would be overkill on these guys. We're basically going back up here because this is where the pickpocket essentially decided to run off to. Hey, it's the Moogles! Thank Kupo. So here we've got our Moogle friend, Mog. A human-loving, fast-talking, street-smart, slam-dancing Moogle. That old psycho Ramu came to me in a dream and told me to be expecting you. And now, I'm gonna join your party. Huh. That's your own damn fault for jumping to your death. Okay, so. Alrighty. Alright, so we just go straight down. Doesn't look like anyone's going to get in our way. Good. Alright, so here we go. I get the feel now. There was some extra stuff that I think we'll try out here. There's supposed to be. Now, recruiting Mog was one of those. So we've got Mog now. We should be good on that. These chicken dragon things are gonna die. One of the other extra discussions is it basically asks, have you gotten any unique combos with Setzer slots? Well, we haven't really used him that much. Over the years that I've played, I've had some unique ones, such as. Sorry about that. Such as, I think they call it Joker's Wild, and there's actually 2 Joker's Wild. There's a good one and a bad one. I can't remember the combinations, but I think it's like if you get 2 7s and a bar, it's Joker's Wild against you, and it's instant death on on your entire party. But if you get 7s all the way across, it's Joker's death on your enemy, and it's instant death against your enemy. Now remember that lady, that whole soldier in Moblise couldn't write to his girlfriend? Well, she's back. Since he can't write, he's so injured he can't write. So essentially, she's not getting any letters, and therefore. I guess that's all we can afford. I like to try to hold on to some of my equipment because later on in the game you kind of need some. Now what I'm trying to do here is one of the other side quests in this week's chapter is to find, I think it was, let's see, both chocobo stables on the southern continent. There's supposed to be hidden chocobo stables. There we go. Actually, hold that thought. I'm going to land just right over here, I think, because that looks a little like a square, and I'm wondering if the chocobo stable is hiding in there. So, yeah, the 3 diamonds is called Prismatic Flash. It's a non-elemental attack on all enemies. I guess I was wrong. No chocobo stable there. I almost forgot. Now it may only be a 3% increase every 1 magic point, but these mountains right here, they're going to be important in the second half of the game. At least for one person in this party. I think all that's really left is the last part here of this chapter, but we're going to go through and see if we can't Now, here's an interesting discussion I think we almost missed. If you guys go back to when we were riding on that rail escaping from Kefka, in the making of Final Fantasy VI, the producers said that the 3D rail scene that we experienced there was not up to their liking. And so the discussion is, and I pose it to you, what did you think of it? Personally, myself, I thought it wasn't up to par, but it was a nice try. It was certainly something unique something we'd never seen before in a Final Fantasy game. And obviously, you know, things did improve further later on down the road with, you know, the next installments. You know, 7 going to the PlayStation. And, you know, they had the blocky, you know, the blocky CGI characters. So I mean, you got to start somewhere, and you know, with that being their first attempt, you know, it was a unique experience. It wasn't necessarily the best productive experience you could get, but I will say it was a nice try, you know. Now the other discussion that we missed over, and it's our final regular discussion. Back in the flashback of the Esper World, one of the Espers asks, asks, quote, "Why has this happened now after all these years? After Gestal and them invade?" Another suggests, quote, "The link between worlds has surely weakened over the past 1,000 years." Do we have any... and so, the question is, are there any theories that we have on this, or should we leave it with just this? Now, we didn't actually run into those particular Espers during the flashback, but it's kind of interesting that they talk about a link between the worlds. The way I see it is that... I apologize. They're essentially all a part of one world. It's just... I think the Espers just essentially kind of went into hiding in kind of like in an underground cave world area. It wasn't really like a completely separate dimensional like world. I mean, it feels that way. The way they play it out, like it's some sort of alternate dimension that you wander through, but really, I don't think it is. I think they're all part of one world. It's just that after the War of the Magi, the Esper said, well, screw this, we're going to go find somewhere safe to hide. Somewhere where they could put up a barrier and keep regular humans out. Somewhere completely out of the way. So they found themselves somewhere, and it's quite literally this right here that I'm floating over. This piece of continent is going to be crucial very, very soon. So much so that let's put it this way. You're going to be seeing it floating. Hence, you're going to hear it called the floating continent. This right here. Everything on this side of the bridge is going to start to float at some point or another. But not right now. Okay, so let's see what else under extra. A handful of things you could do. Recruit Mog, learn Water Rondo, as this may not be possible on a later stage, depending on what version you're playing. Here's one we can do. Acquire the 3 new pieces of Magicite now available. Now, you're probably wondering to yourself, new Magicite? Where's that at? Where the hell is this? Oh, it's South Figaro. I was sitting there going, where the hell is this? It is actually here in Jador. Jador actually has an not only has the Opera House, but the other interesting thing about Jador. I'm gonna check my. Okay, we're gonna have to. But the other interesting thing about Jador, I'm just gonna go over here and I hate to do this, but I'm gonna sell some of the stuff I don't need. We're gonna need we don't need full moon anymore, I know that. Metal knuckle? Nope. What about some of these nope. Hyper wrist I think we'll keep. Peace ring I think we can get rid of. As well as wall ring. I don't need that. Running shoes, bye. Trying to get up to at least 30,000. We just got Bard's hat, Mithril helm. Now we'll get rid of Ashura. Now, we should be able to go get the new pieces of magicite. I know there's 2 here in alright, we should be set either way. Yeah, they have this auction house, and they you can buy various items here. Unless you get this. Oh my god, I hate this frickin' scene. If it's this in the first half of the game or the robotic talking imp in the second half of the game, you're guaranteed to lose no matter what happens. Because you get this. Child says, "Papa, I want it." And Papa says, "No, you don't. Now pipe down." I want it, buy it, pretty please. You can bid on it. But then he says, "Are there any more bids?" And this happens. 500,000 GP. You can have even more GP than that and still lose. And unfortunately, once an auction is over, you have to exit the building and go back in before you can take part in another one. It can get very tedious at times. Oh my heavens. Okay, for the first time ever, I'm actually going to use fast forward on this because I really don't want to freaking deal with this right now. There we go. That's better. Now, sometimes, if you're getting stuck or something like that, if you rearrange your party members, sometimes you'll get a different result. Oh, I'll go to the... So say if we put Setzer up top. Well, we get a chest now, and inside is Cherub Down, which I believe casts Float. I think. You gotta be careful. Yeah, that woman is annoying as hell, too. Oh, ho, ho, there's nothing I can't buy. Sold to this lucky person. Take it away and give me my damn magicite. See if we can't get both of the ones here. I can't remember where the third one was. It might be here, but I can't remember. Next item up for bids. I sound like frickin' Bob Barker. A Cure Ring, which casts frickin' Regen. We'll switch up our party members here as soon as this is over, so I can get the hell out of this. I'll pass. Sold to this same damn woman. There's nothing I can't buy. I know what you can buy. Won't even cost you a penny. Wish I could use silence on her. Let's see how well Edgar does. Trust me, if it's an Esper, if it's Magicite, it won't be in the damn chest. The lady will just walk up and you'll hear, and it'll be a friggin' Esper, or a Magicite piece right there. Won't be in a box, won't be wrapped up nice, it'll just be there. Hey, lady, this is what we're looking for. We need this. Which, by the way, we still haven't given away prizes yet because we don't have anybody in here. Well, with the exception of myself, of course, and Phantom, and the Nightbot. I bet you anything if it was a more recent Final Fantasy installment we were doing a community playthrough for, we'd have all sorts of people in here. 6 just hasn't... It's a very beloved franchise, but at the same time, it's not as well known by some of these younger folks, and that's why it's not all that popular on Twitch. I see people playing it all the time. It's just they don't get a whole lot of people come in and go, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to be here and watch this." Right, skipping. Nope. This is about the only time at this point that I'm going to use that fast forward crap. Alright, saving, let's see what you can do. Worst case scenario, I may have to go get somebody from the... Another damn chocobo. Enough. Just give me the damn magicite, for crying out loud. I've got 30,000 gil. Or slightly a little more than. I want to spend it on magicite. Nothing else. Here's our next item. That one was close. Thank you! Zone Seek. That's one. Which one was this one? Was this the 10,000 gil Esper or the 20,000? There we go. So now we got that one. I think the other one that you can get here is Golem. So let's see here what we've got with Zone Seek. Rasp and Osmose. Rasp basically damages an opponent's MP. Osmose basically sucks it out, and you absorb it. You basically steal their MP. And then Shell, which raises magic defense. Not bad. Now let's see if Locke can coax the other one out. Locke didn't have a whole lot of luck the last couple tries. Nice. This one's going to be the 20,000 gil. 15. 18,000 because that lady thinks she's hot shit. But I go for 20,000 and it's sold. Golem. So that's two. There should be a third one, but I don't know where the hell it is. Alright, so Golem. You learn Safe, which raises your defense. Stop, which basically freezes an enemy. And then Cure 2, which is something we need to learn. So that's two of the three. The letters side quest in Moblise. I believe we mentioned that before with the lady. I'm going to go ahead and head over to Moblise real fast. We'll see if we can't complete that real fast. Good thing this damn ship's so fucking fast. Well, crap, I forgot. I don't have enough money. Come out of my way, dude. it was up here. No, it wasn't. There's another... There should be another house somewhere where that soldier is. Remember these two very, very well, because in the second half of the game, they're going to be very important to this town. Get the hell out of my way, please. That's it? That you just tell him to send a frickin' letter? Okay, so then let's go back over to Miranda. See what happens with that lady. See? Now she's, well, at the very least, she's not running around like a little lost puppy. Okay, so we've completed that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend a little time. We're going to learn some of Mog's dance moves here. That's very nice to have, by the way. I'm going to start Terra off with Bismarck to get the rest of her basic elementals out of the way. Now there are 2 dances we can learn right now. technically he has no dances, but he's about to learn some. Okay, so there's that. Now, if I understand correctly, now that she's got the ability to do so, I believe Morph, or Trance, as it's called in the final, in the Game Boy Advance iOS versions, is based off of how many magic points or ability points, AP, that you gather over time. I know what we can do. Come back to Zozo. There's actually a dance you can learn from Zozo. Uh-oh. I think Terra needs to be equipped. I must have forgotten to take care of that for her. There it is. Mastered a new dance. That's 3, I believe. Okay. I think there's one. In the mountains. Bless me. Okay, so that's 4. I'm trying to remember what else. I know one of them is the floating continent, so we can't do that one yet. Another one is water Rondo. here's something I want to try. For water Rondo, at least. Now, I'm going to save it right here. I'm not sure how this is going to go. But I've saved it, and now I'm going to go up in here. We're back at the returner's hideout. And I'll save it again right here. Now, if this works the way I think it does, this might be a little bit of a round trip. Before we get back to the airship, but I think we can pull it off. I believe that should have been water, Rondo, right there. Yep, water Rondo. Hoping it gets us over to Narsh. Megomorph really doesn't do a damn thing. There we go. Hey, we're back where we were. There we go. I'm just going to try to power right through this crap. And that's what I was afraid of. I probably could get back. But the thing is, I suppose for the next time I have Shadow, I'll have those ready. That's what I was afraid of, was that it was going to take me no, I've come to exit the door. Damn it. I knew that crap was gonna happen. I suppose it's good training, I guess, but still, I'd like to be done with this before too long. That base is no longer there, so... How do you kill a ghost? those of you who may be joining in, this is not deja vu. Sadly, I managed to pick up Mog, and I'm trying to teach him his dances, but in attempting to learn Water Rondo, unfortunately, it took me way out here, so I've got to go a long way around back to get back to where I need to be. Huh, well, it took me completely past the, Alright, so we're gonna have to jump again. Now we're back on the veldt. Traveling by foot. The biggest pain in the ass in the entire game. Especially when you've got an airship, but you can't use it because it's halfway across the damn world. Phantom, are you still with us, or did you fall asleep? This should take us back. This should take us all the way to Nikia, in which we can then turn and take a boat to South Figaro, and then go back through the frickin' Mount Colts to get to the other side and get back to the frickin' airship. What a pain in the ass to get Water Rondo. I like it in the Game Boy Advance version because you just fulfill a side quest for another water type Esper, and that's that. You really don't have to worry about it afterwards. I've learned something else. Trying to figure out what I want to train him in. Suppose I could do that. pincer attack. But I've gained a few levels since then, so I should be able to take him out no trouble. We did get Dust Requiem, okay. That's fine. And now we're all the way over here. And I'm going to fast forward through this. What the hell? Okay. And Red Wolf, if you're watching on the YouTubes, we found something else that apparently even I didn't know about. So that was new. Apparently if you wind up retracing your steps and wind up back in South Figaro, they basically hide you in a treasure chest. Alright, we're almost back. It's a pain in the ass, but okay. Well, Setzer's poison. Next to the new dance. So we got another new dance. Should keep us going for now. Mog is an interesting character. You've never really... I don't think there's really ever been a Final Fantasy, even before this one, where you could actually play a Moogle. Granted, there's been Moogles, I think, since Final Fantasy II, but... And if I recall, in the American advertising for this game, they had a series of commercials in which Mog was actually holding interviews with the monsters. You'll have to look it up. And he was the only one on the box, and he's not even a... he was the only one on the American box for Final Fantasy VI/3. And he wasn't even a vital character. He was just a character you could pick up and use. Great, I'm up in my 20s in a couple of characters. If I had that Moogle charm right now, I'd be so freaking happy. There is an item that you can get later in the game called Moogle Charm. You equip, it's a relic. Excuse me. You equip it on Mog, and you really don't ever... And it basically prevents any and all random encounters. Well, that definitely comes in handy for later on if you want to just fly through things. And Terra just got poisoned. Thank you, Mog. Alright, so as far as Mog's dances go, there are only 2 left. I know which ones they are. There's an ice one, which we'll only be able to get later on in the second half of the game. There is also the one that is it's the floating continent, basically. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after that we finally made it all the way back around. Note to self, never make that trip ever again, because that's a pain in the ass. I apologize for my language. I like Sunbath, because it heals so well. We do know most of Mog's dances. I think we've learned all the ones we need to at this point. Hey, we've got our Chocobo Stampede. Or Chocobo. There it is. Never again. Okay. I think we've gone through just about everything on Extra, with the exception of there's one more Magicite out there that I don't think I've gotten just yet. I'm not really sure where the hell it is. Let's see, we've learned more dances for Mog, but we want to teach Gao more rages. But I think I'm going to save that one for next time. Our scavenger hunt, on a side note, because there's always a scavenger hunt, remember, we were to find a person, including the name. Running around in squares gets you nowhere in love, is the quote. The clue is a town with questionable pastimes to the west on the south. Well, I think I know exactly where that is. We'll go find him. I believe he's back in Miranda. I want to say it's this Aisha. Aisha. Aisha is who we were looking for. We've completed the scavenger hunt, because they're both running around in squares, getting nowhere in love, in a town with some pretty questionable pastimes in the south to the west. So it's right here. Alright. So we've completed the scavenger hunt. We've completed pretty much all of the extras, all of the discussions. So here we go. We're gonna head over to our final save point of the night, and we're gonna make this a. We're gonna call it good. Let's see. No Imperial soldiers. Let's get this over with. There is an item, I think, in here somewhere. Oh, I thought there was. Don't worry. That'll become unlocked here in a little bit. Okay. So here we are. Our final save point of the night. We've covered quite a bit of ground in a very short amount of time. When you don't include the grinding and the long path around so that Mog can learn water Rondo. Oh my goodness, what a pain in the butt. Literally. Anywho, that was Chapter 4, Awakening. We've learned quite a bit about Terra's backstory. We learned a little bit about the Empire, a little bit about Kefka. So, hopefully, I should be able to get all both of these videos uploaded yet this evening. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube, obviously it's already done. So, and again, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to put all the discussions, the extras, all that fun stuff in the description. Please, 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 please feel free to join in on the discussion through the comments. I certainly encourage it. Starting with Chapter 5, we're going to be delving into something, into some real heavy-hitting stuff. I won't ruin anything for you just yet, but there's going to be some surprises, some dramatic events, and your ability to fly, for one thing, is, well, let's put it this way, it's going to wind up being taken away briefly, so, and we might just meet a couple new characters along the way, so that is going to be it for me this evening. As I switch back over to OBS here. I hope you guys had fun this evening. Again, I apologize we didn't get enough people in here to do prizes. But anybody that's watching this, get your friends involved. Tell them to come watch. I know KupoCon, if you guys have been watching, you guys have been doing a bang-up job sharing everything I tag you guys in to try, especially to try to spread the word. I want to have fun with this and build this up, keep everybody occupied before the convention. So I do want to remind you guys that if you guys did not see on Facebook and Twitter, I did decide that come KupoCon, I will not be doing Tiz from Bravely Default. Rather, I am bringing Locke out of retirement, and I'm going to be revamping him. I'm going to go... The last time I did Locke, I tried to do it more like the sprite that you see there, with a jean jacket, and some jeans and some boots. Tried to make it look more like the sprite as opposed to the Amano artwork, but I think this time I'm going to try to make it a little bit more like the Amano artwork. I'm hoping it goes over very well. I'm hoping it turns out very nicely. So when you guys see me at KupoCon, just hunt me down. I'll be running around dressed up as Locke all day. and so on. So, but that is it for this evening, guys. I hope you guys had fun, and make sure you tune in next time, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, for another chapter of Final Fantasy VI in the community playthrough. Have a good night, guys.